Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Rosina Sharon and today we're going to do that look you just seen. So we're going for something subtle on the eyes and then we can do a red lip. Before we do that, so this is going to be like a soft glam. Before we do that, kindly subscribe, share your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll be reading all of them kama kawaida, and if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. Enough of that, let us go straight into the video. So starting off with the eyebrows, we're going to start by brushing the eyebrows up before we start lining. We start to line using the Davis number 3 eye pencil. Make sure it is as sharp as it can get. And guys, I have a very detailed eyebrow tutorial on my channel. Kindly check it if you want to learn how to do eyebrows in detail. I have that video on my channel, okay? So I'm just lining it, starting from the lower side of the brow. And then on the upper side of the brow, we're going to leave a bit of space around the inner corner. Okay, we're not starting directly from the inner corner, just leave a bit of space and then follow your natural eyebrow shape, to line as well. And then immediately after that, before we start filling in, we're going to use the bar soap technique. So you can wet your bar soap with water, rub on it, and then you're going to use a thick white foam to brush through the brows before you start lining. So you're just going to take your spoolie, take some of that thick white foam. Around the inner corner, you're going to brush it upwards. As you go towards the outer corner, make sure they fit in between these two lines, okay? They don't go above the line on the upper side or below the line on the lower side. And then after, you're going to press it in so the eyebrows stick on the skin before you start filling. And make sure that a soap is dry completely fast before you start filling. So to fill in, you're going to start from the outer corner. We are going to use gentle strokes, okay? And then we're going to focus mostly on the areas we feel like there is a space where your natural eyebrows are very visible. Leave that area alone, okay? So gentle strokes using very little force, and make sure your eyebrow is as sharp as it can get before you do this. To clean the eyebrows, I'm going to use the Golden Lip concealer. The shade is light and I'm using a flat brush to clean that, okay? Flat brush. Make sure it is seated in that angle like that and take your time, okay? Don't raise your brow while you're doing this. Relax the brows and then clean. And then after that, you're going to drag the concealer down. Immediately after, drag the concealer down so it's easier for you to blend later on. Around the inner corner, remember we left a bit of space there. So you're going to use a foundation instead of a concealer to clean the inner corner. So make sure as you're cleaning with a foundation, that foundation line blends into the concealer line. Okay, so it's a smooth blend. And then as always, drag the product down as you go. This is very important. So it's easier for you to blend. And then I'm just going to use a bit of that foundation as well on the outer corner, just above where I did line with the concealer. So again, it blends with the outer corner when I'm doing the outer corner blending. And then immediately after that, use a fluffy brush, a round fluffy brush. Make sure it's a bit bigger, yeah, or a medium size brush. And then tap to blend that product in before it dries down, okay? Very important. You tap it in, blend that product down. And then for this technique today, you're going to bring the product all the way down to the lower lid. Okay, and then after that, we're just going to use a finishing powder that matches your skin tone to mattify that concealer, or rather to just blend in that. So we're just going to use that all over the eyelid, okay? And here again, tap. Use a round fluffy brush, take the take the powder and then tap to mattify that area. Now for eyeshadow today, we're going to use a bronze shade. I'm using this one from Golden Lip Cosmetics, and you're going to use a small, round, fluffy brush. Make sure it's very fluffy, okay? The eyeshadow today is going to be very simple, as simple as it can get. So we're going to focus on the midpoint of the lid, okay? So on the midpoint of the lid, starting from the mid, do you see that, guys? You're not going to take it all the way down to the inner corner, and then you're going to connect it down as well. So it forms a V shape on the outer corner. Okay, do you see that? A V shape like that, okay? Mid to the outer corner to the lower, where your upper lash line stops, okay? So it just creates that V shape. And then you're going to use that same brush and just blend it in. And that is just about it for the eyeshadow, okay? And make sure your eyeshadow does not go below where your lower lid stops, okay? It stops where your lower lid stops. And that is it for the eyeshadow. And then after that, you can use a dark brown eyeshadow just to create an illusion of a wing eye. So after creating the line, you're just going to blend it in, starting from the lower lid. So longer on the lower lid and then shorter on the, not on the lower lid, yeah, on the lower lid. And then as you go up, it's shorter. You're just blending it in. And then after that, you can just use mascara and you're done. That is it for the eyeshadow, guys. Very, very simple. Okay, very, very simple, nothing too complicated, and it looks very, very natural. Okay, you don't have to do falsies, but I applied falsies on mine. Now moving on to the face, you're going to start with a serum. I'm using the vitamin C serum from Garnier. So you always start with a serum, then sunscreen, then moisturizer, then primer, in that order. So I'm starting off with the vitamin C. This one is from Garnier, so I had forgotten to show you guys the product. That is the product. And then let it sit, and then after that, going to sunscreen. I'm using the Bondi Sands SPF 50 sunscreen, and I'm going to apply that all over the face as well. Okay, immediately, especially if you're going to use a vitamin C serum, guys, follow that up with a sunscreen. That is a must, because vitamin C exposes your skin to the UV rays, okay? So follow it up with a sunscreen immediately after, and then apply that in, allow it to sit first before you move on to the next. And guys, this particular sunscreen is very, very moisturizing, so I don't need to add moisturizer on top. So after that, I'm just going to go directly to primer. I'm using the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer, and I'm going to apply that on the T-zone areas alone, because I have dry skin, guys, okay? And then you're going to tap the product in, starting off around the nose region for me. If you have oily skin and you have a lot of open pores, make sure you apply primer on all the areas you have open pores, all of them, okay? So for me, I'm just going to apply that on the T-zone area. And then after that, before I start with the foundation, I'm going to color correct because I have hyperpigmentation around my lip area and around my under eye. So I'm going to color correct before I start the foundation, okay? Before I start applying the foundation, I'm just going to use my finger. I'm using the orange color corrector from LA Girl Pro. Okay, and then I'm just going to tap using my finger, starting off with my lip area. So color corrector is just to correct hyperpigmentation of the skin. So where you have your skin is looking darker, you can do a color corrector first before you move on to foundation. And then immediately after using the color corrector, I'm going to use a finishing powder on top of the color corrector where I applied, so at least the color corrector does not move. Remember, we're going to apply foundation on top of this, so at least it does not move, so it stays in place up until we apply the foundation on top of it. Okay. And then before I start with the foundation again, I'm going to use the same concealer I used to clean the brows, just under the eyes. So when I am applying foundation, it is a setting. Because today I don't have time, yeah? I'm doing this because I do not have time. I have to rush. So I'm starting off with the concealer first. And I'm only going to apply the concealer under the eyes. Around the outer corner, I normally just do this so at least it sharpens that wing on the outer corner. Okay, and on the outer corner, you don't do too much product. So next foundation, I'm using NARS foundation. I'm going to use a damp beauty blender. Make sure it's damp, squeeze out the excess water completely fast. And then for a beauty blender, before you start with applying the foundation on the face, okay, make sure you spread the foundation on the beauty blender first, okay? And then after you spread the foundation on the beauty blender, that is when you come and apply the foundation on the face. So at least it does not leave any, what is it called again? Any patches on your face. So it's just a smooth blend. Do you see that? A smooth blend. And a smooth blend starts with how you apply the foundation on the beauty blender. Spread it out on the beauty blender first. Okay? So it's not patchy. And then the product remaining, I'm going to use that on my neck. And then I'm just going to do the same exact thing on the other side of the face as well. And then around the nose, you're going to do very, very little product. Okay, don't use too much product around the nose. Very little product. And then on the forehead, you're going to start blending right between the eyebrows. As you go up, you're going to hold your beauty blender sideways, and then you're going to start applying the foundation from left to right, right to left. You're starting the application right above the eyebrows, okay? Left to right, right to left as you move up, so you don't apply too much product around the hairline, okay? And then the product remaining, you can use it around the corner there, as you can see. And then for me, I'm just going to use a cream bronzer on the high points of the cheek first before I come back in to blend the concealer. This is very, very optional, my beginners. You do not need to do this, okay? You don't need to do this. I'm doing this because I love doing this. for pros like me. Anyways, and then after that is when I am going to apply a bit of concealer on the bridge of the nose as well as the forehead. Now on the forehead we're going to apply the concealer and make sure it comes in between the brow as well, okay? We just don't leave it on top of the brow. Make sure it comes in between the brow as well. And then I'm going to start blending, starting with the bridge of the nose and the forehead. The under eye is going to be the last point of blending, okay? And then guys, take your time to blend. Now for the forehead, again, same thing, start in between the brow. As you move up, you're going to blend right above the brow, left to right, right to left as you go up, so that concealer again spreads out evenly and it blends into the foundation. We don't want to see where your foundation stops, where your concealer starts, okay? And then before you start blending the under eyes, make sure you have a compact finishing powder that matches the shade of that concealer right beside you, because you need to set that in immediately after. So I'm just going to blend in the under eye starting from the inner corner, okay? Starting from the inner corner. And guys, please take your time. And guys, remember I have used the same beauty blender from the very beginning to the very end. For my beginners, I would recommend you start with a beauty blender. It's so easy using a beauty blender as compared to brushes. Okay, brushes are a bit confusing for my beginners. So beauty blender, the same beauty blender and the same side you have been using, that is the same side you're going to use to the very end. It's very, very important, guys. Okay. And then on the outer corner, make sure it blends into, in case you did the cream bronzer, make sure it blends. Now after that is when you're going to use the compact finishing powder that matches the shade of the concealer. And before you do that, make sure there are no creases under the eyes, okay, before you start the application. Now to set that in, you're going to use the same beauty blender, the side that has product. Take some of that finishing powder and then you're going to press it in to set. Guys, let me repeat that. Same beauty blender, the side that has product. Take some of the product, the finishing compact powder, and press it in to set. And to set, you always start with a compact finishing powder, and I would recommend this Maybelline Fit Me because it's the best. And then you're going to set all the areas you highlighted using a concealer, so that would include bridge of the nose as well as the forehead. And remember the corner of the nose as well, okay? And I'm just going to apply a bit around my smile lines, so at least they don't crease as well. And then after that is when you can use a banana powder or a translucent powder, a loose translucent powder. Same beauty blender again, the side that has product. Take some of the product, blow off the excess, and tap off the excess. You blow it off and tap it off. So all of the excess is out completely fast. And then the remaining product is what you're going to use to go over the areas you set using the compact powder. So starting off with the under eyes again, okay, and then you can go over all the other areas you highlighted as well. That would include the bridge of the nose and the forehead as well, okay? And remember the corner of the nose. Always remember the corner of the nose, okay? We don't want your face looking too powdery. That is why we wipe off the excess product from the beauty blender, okay? And then after that, I'm just going to use a finishing powder that matches my skin tone. On all the areas, I did not apply any powder. So that will include these areas here where I did not apply any powder, just to go over it with powder, because that is the one step I normally forget to do. Okay, that would include the neck as well, and on top of the forehead there. And then after that, I'm just going to use powder contour on the high points of the cheeks where I apply the bronzer, so that area. And here we're going to use a sweep-like motion, okay? And you're blending it upwards, guys, okay? And then I'm just going to connect that to the forehead as well, and make sure I contour the forehead as well. And for the forehead, you're going to blend it into the hairline. You blend into the hairline, okay? And then for the nose contour, you're going to start where your eyeshadow stops. 45 degrees on both sides first. So it gives you a guideline on where exactly to place your contour lines. And here I'm using a flat brush to do the contour lines. And guys, see how I'm holding the brush? Very, very important. It's only the tip that is touching the nose, okay? And then you're going to cut the space on the lower side here. And then to blend it in, you're going to use a clean, fluffy brush. And you're going to start blending on the upper side, blend it into the eyeshadow. As you go down, you tap it in downwards, okay? Tap, 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 tap. And in case you still feel like there is a lot of pigmentation there, you can use your finishing powder with the same brush, the fluffy brush, finishing powder. Take some of the finishing powder and use it to go over that contour line, so it at least loosens the harsh contour lines. We don't want to have harsh contour lines on the nose, okay? And then after that, I'm just using a cream black liner on the waterline alone, okay? And then after, I'm just using a blush on the high points of the cheek, and then I make sure I blend into that contour or bronzer if you use the bronzer, okay? And you're using very little product for blush, okay? We don't want very harsh blushes here. And then after, I'm just using the Milani Make It Last Original Setting Spray, Original. And I'm going to use a very generous amount to set, very, very generous amount. And then after that, we're moving on to lipstick. I told you guys we're doing a simple eye with a bold lip. We're going to do a red lip today. And for red lips, I normally start with a black liner. Guys, bear with me, trust the process. I'm going to teach you this technique because it's it makes the red lip look amazing, especially on melanated skin. Amazing. So black lip liner, okay? Starting off with a black lip liner. Blend the lip liner in. This step is very important. Blend it in, okay? And then after that, because I'm going to use a matte lipstick, you're going to moisturize the lips first before you apply the matte lipstick. Guys, very, very important. Don't apply matte lipstick on dry lips, okay? And then after that, I'm going to use a maroon matte shade on top of that black liner. On top of the black liner, okay? The black liner is just to emphasize the shade of the maroon, not to overpower it, okay? So you're going to use the maroon on top of that black, and you're going to see how it looks. Oh my God, amazing, amazing. It gives such a beautiful, beautiful ombre. Now, after that, I'm going to use the Ezekiel Red. I've never used this one before. This is actually my first time using this lipstick. And I'm just going to apply that there, okay? And as well as the mid part of the top lip liner, and then blend, not lip liner, mid part of the top lip. And then I'm going to blend it in. Very, very easy, guys. Very, very easy, but beautiful. Oh my God, if you want an ombre, and look at that. And see how beautiful this whole look is. Yeah, we never ever do a red lip with a bold everything, guys. Red lip goes with subtle everything, subtle eyes, subtle face. And that is how it blends in well together, guys. Let me know if you've learned something from this tutorial. And if you have, please remember to subscribe, okay? And I'll be seeing you guys on my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.